Chains just hit the floor, and everyone in the Elbaf Arc during that room has actually done an immense mistake. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel, and this time in this video we're gonna break down the episode 1171 of One Piece. And to be honest, this was one of the most quiet episode yet, but frankly at the end of it something really actually interesting happens. By the end of this video, the episode, there was something cracked open by the end, and it was not just a gear fight transformation or big fights or big reveal, but I can say it was something that can actually fandom the talking of fans for weeks. So let's go for a quick refresh, because in the last episode of 1170 we actually saw Scopper Gaban versus Luffy, where Luffy was actually trying to get the key from Scopper, which can actually free Loki, but he was actually managed to do that. But we can say that it was a sense of toying with Luffy, because Scopper Gaban was literally toying with Luffy. On the other side, there was something darker setting up by the Holy Knights, Gunko, Somers, Killingham and Shanks. And you can pretty much say that the last episode was entirely carried by Scopper Gaban's personality, and actually the way he looks was so cool in this anime and also in manga. Now going to the episode of 1171, we can say that this time in the Elbaf Arc, the animators, if you have read the manga, we can say that this arc is actually building up one character which is called Loki. And to be honest, Loki is going to be very much of a problem, not just a major one, a mini problem, but still it is going to be a problem for the Elbaf people and also our Luffy and his crew. He's a giant who is actually have a very tragic, complicated backstory, and due to personal reasons, many people fear this giant named Loki. Spoiling anything, we can say that this time the animators were actually going groundwork episode by episode for this character, and by the end of this current episode 1171, we can say that groundwork actually started to pay off. If you're only anime people and have watched till only 1170, then I actually prefer you to pause right now, because right now after this we are going into deep dive spoilers for 1171 episode. Now let's start with episode 1171, because right now in this episode it was started with the end of the fight of Scopper Gaban and Luffy, and whereas to be honest, and here it was no major fights in this episode. I was very much happy to see it, because I know the story is getting progress. So as we progress, the fights is going to be crazier, because I have read the manga. I know what is going to be in the future. But before this, I would just to say that the tension that actually the animators create in this one was so good and actually paid off by the end of this episode. In this episode, we got a tiny versions of the Holy Knights, or you can say the tiny scenes of the Holy Knights, where they are actually got introduced by the kids of the Elbaf, and this is going to be very much terrifying for them. And on the second hand, the Straw Hats are actually scattered in the Elbaf Arc. Despite of that, we have Zoro and what we call Luffy. They are actually going into the area where Loki is present so that they can free Loki. We can see Loki is wounded, bleeding, and he's not actually able to talk. Despite of that, Zoro wanted to talk with him, but seeing the condition of the Loki, he actually just got release of his sea prisms of hand, but not the legs. Say it was something smart move for not letting one of the sea prisms let go from his leg, but it was actually one of the dumbest move to actually let go the sea prism of his any part of the body, because you don't know what Loki is. He's literally a monster that can actually destroy Elbaf in just one go. Hajrudin and the other crew actually reached to the area, and he was practically begging in front of Luffy for not freeing Loki this time, but it was actually kind of late, because Hajrudin knows Loki can be cruel, manipulative, and just he can actually fool people in a very dangerous way, because at start he will actually show you some kindness, but that kindness isn't just a kindness, it's actually a manipulative technique for him so that he can actually get freed. And Zoro and Luffy literally they actually fell for that. Next scene, we actually see Loki started to rise up, stood up, and despite there's still a sea prism chain in his legs, he looks so much powerful than ever. See, I'm a manga reader and I'm actually on the current manga chapter, and I can say that the Loki is kind of a, I won't say anything just for as of now if you're anime only fans, but I'm gonna just give you a hint that Loki is way too powerful. He's one of the most, I think after Luffy, he's going to be the most powerful character in this one. Uncertainties in this arc is very much big because we don't know why actually Hajrudin and the other people have chained Loki in this one, and what kind of terror, what kind of past they have with Loki which actually make them fear from Loki. Loki has his Ragnir hammer, which is just like a Thor from Marvel, but anyhow, it is one of the most coolest thing I've seen in this arc, and also in the One Piece. This character actually is one of my favorite character from manga, and I can say he will deliver very great in this one. I've been reading the comments of many people across the YouTubes and Reddit, and they are actually very much curious about what will happen if they actually free Loki. But this time, since they have freed Loki, people are guessing whether Luffy and Loki is gonna get fight, because many people, including me, was thinking during the manga that Loki is gonna actually go for Luffy in a fight, and we'll say there was no kind of a promise that he made, and which is going to be the ultimate big battle of Luffy and Loki. But that was not just it. There was a battle, there will be a battle. This is a spoiler for you, and I gave you the warning way before. So if we go deep dive into the manga right now, we can say Loki actually fought Emu in this one. The anime that scene where Loki will be fighting Emu is going to be after 2 years, because you know that the each chapter that gets released in the manga is actually 2 years ahead of anime. And this was a mini spoiler, but a major one, but I will not go much deeper now, because right now I want to know your theories on the comments below, that what is going to be happen in the future, how actually Loki is going to fight Emu in this one, in this arc. Let me know in the comments, like and subscribe.
新たな脅威の正体とは。
次回ワンピース怪物出現エルバフを襲う怖い